Oh, why'd you time him out, Insomnia? I was going to negotiate that price, man. 0-0 start to this one, obviously, as we're just getting into the knife round. So we're going to see who gets to pick what side. Who's going to get their favorite side to start this one off. We'll see. I don't think sides matter as much on Overpass. It's a pretty even map, given if you've got good strategy on the terrorist side, you can really blow it up on that side. Or if you've got a stalwart defense, you can do significant damage on the CT side as well. And it's murder. QuetzaL's going to win the knife round. Let's see if they start on the CT or the T side. All right. So QuetzaL's going to start off on the CT side. That's going to give eUnited the opportunity at another strong start to a T side. You saw how strong their T side was previously. 13-2 half on cash starting from the T side. Into the pistol round we go, and like I said, I hope that QuetzaL has some way of bringing this one back into the fold and making this an interesting series, because they showed us really nothing on cash. There was not really a moment where you were like, okay, they're in this, they can bring this back, they can win this map. There was really no signs of life whatsoever from the QuetzaL side in the last map. Hopefully, they've got some wind in their sails. They can brush off that loss and bring it back in the second map. But I just think eUnited is going to be the better team in this series right here. But we'll see. Crazier things have happened. eUnited on their T side, going to go all the way around towards Playground, leaving one to spot towards Fountain Push. As of right now, they're going to take the long road. There is one CT over here, and he's going to get caught completely out. Fobless playing a little too aggressive for his own good. Big rotate from the CTs back up towards the A bomb site. I'd like to actually see the CTs maybe try to make their way in towards Connector and go back down towards B. There is Spader down there. There is Kinky down there, but they are going to fall back and go back towards that B bomb site. And this is the right call. Two players have rotated up towards A. They're going to boost up towards the signpost, and they're going to be looking for the action to come around that side, but their push is coming in towards B. And, well, Kinky completely locked out of it. He's going to go down, leaving Spader by his lonesome on that B bomb site, but now they're rotating back up towards Connector. The old Pub Masters strategy. If any of you have ever actually watched the Pub Masters video from back in the day, you know that their CPL mill T-side strat was to run to SA1 and then SA2 back and forth between the two. This time around, they're going to push back around through Playground, reset, and go all the way back up towards A. Now, there is one player watching long A. That's going to be Secret Agent. But back and forth they go. Where they stop, nobody knows. Secret Agent's going to take a look towards long A. Don't know if he spotted anything, but the footsteps are coming. He's going to pop some shots. Gets a headshot on one. Gets a headshot on a second one. Starting to dwindle down the forces, but the unsilenced USP is going to reign supreme. J. Cruel's going to find that shot. Looking for some more. Not able to line up the shot just yet. Now they're starting to push back in. Spader coming from bank. One coming from slope. Trying to do the damage here. Spader trying to get up close and personal on the site. Going to get his head ripped off. Chudy is going to be able to find the frag on a J. Cruel. Now picking up the USP as main line. Chudy going to come around the corner. And another pistol round victory for eUnited. They're 3 of 3 thus far. Fluffy D Slayer, yeah, you know the throwback that I'm talking about. If you've ever watched the Pub Masters video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Keep dropping smokes in middle every single time and just run back and forth between bomb site A and B. Classic. Classic. We used to call strategies like that on Dust 2 back in 1.6, where it was like rush towards B, throw a flash into B tunnels, go down into lower, go back up towards catwalk, go up on catwalk, throw smoke towards the A bomb site, rotate all the way back around, go to long, throw a flash long, go all the way back around and hit B. Like the biggest around the world that you can possibly do. Force buy out from QuetzaL. They're going to buy up the armor and the pistols, but their anti-ecos have been lackluster to say the least. They haven't won any of them yet. It might favor seeing them actually go for the full save. Get everything that they want going forward, but we'll see. Am I Pronax? What can I say? I'm a cerebral player, my friend. The nades are the important part of that strategy, by the way. If you don't have the nades, you can't sell it, okay? You got to sell it. Or the cricket strategy in CSGO where you just hold right-click on your Glock and you crab walk the entire map. Just sounds like a whole flock of crickets. I don't know what a gaggle of crickets is called. Very slow round from eUnited. Boosting up here long A. They're going to get aggressive behind this. One player in bank to deal with. Flashbang goes in towards the site. Now they're going to speed up behind it. Faubus over towards truck. He's down. Secret agent from CT. Flank comes out from Spader doing work with that 5-7. Chudy's going to find one as well. Or he falls, and now they're going to try to re-aggress in towards this B bomb site, or A bomb site, pardon me. Spader's going to get funneled by that smoke right into the waiting arms of Davey. Nicely played, but Secret Agent finds the banger onto J. Cruel, leaving it down into a 2 versus 1. John G, close quarters, right around the side. He does check it. Unfortunately, not able to land the shot, and eUnited go up 2-0. Nate Dogg, I agree. I definitely do. I don't know what the scoreline of the other matchup is. I could give you guys potential updates on that one. And if that gives 3 maps, we might actually just hop over and see what's good. See what's good. Let's see. Enigma versus the Miami Flamingos. That one's currently 14-6 in favor of Enigma. So, not the most exciting matchup over there either, but we'll see. USB headshot for Kinky. He's going to go down immediately afterwards. A lot of frags have already come out. John G and Mitch also getting on the board. Davey picking up 2. And now main line going to go on the prowl. Spots him out. Nice snapshot. Heard you like flicks. Well, there's one to the face of Faubless. Going to take him off the map. 3-0 start now for the United side. More kills on the board this time around. 8 to start it off for QuetzaL. So bringing a little bit of firepower, but we'll see what they do in their first opening rifle round. No ops to be spoken of. It's going to be full M4s across the board. Secret Agent's going to pick up an M4 late as well. He doesn't have head armor. Why does he not have armor? Okay, now he does. Nades? Nades? Smoke? Okay, and defuse. Alright, cool. Well, that was anticlimactic for Chudy, wasn't it? I'm going to crouch here, and then I'm going to pop up and instant headshot somebody. Round. Mac 10 in the hands of Davey. One close aggressive. That's Kinky over towards short. We'll try to fall all the way back. Spader's going to be there. Molly in towards Graffiti. Flashbang to follow. Good nade comes out, but now they're going to start the wrap. There's 1. There's 2. Main line going big this round. 3 kills for him thus far. Going to drop a smoke out onto sidewalk, and he's just going to watch for the heaven peak. Both players coming around for the back halls, though, so nobody's actually aggressing from heaven side. And they're dropping some nades in towards that area, but this should be a round for eUnited. They cracked open the B-bomb site. They did it well. Main line looking like he wants to go for a peek here. Could potentially find the frag. Secret Agent gets the better of him. Does a decent amount of damage to him, but they're going to fall back from this. Secret Agent actually hanging around for a second. He's going to peek out. J. Cruel is going to take him down, so don't necessarily agree with him overstaying his welcome. As soon as he gets that first pick, he should have just fallen back in towards the A bomb site where Faubless was, but 4-0 score line, and we will see 3 players carry over their rifles. Faubless is going to hang on to the M4 for the next round, but again, he's starting off 0-0 and 3. United again doing work. Davey's still on the Mac 10, so he hasn't had to upgrade anything thus far. I take that back. He had 10,000. He actually bought a gun for his teammate and the Mac 10 to support. Aggression from the CTs towards short A. This should get sniffed out. They've got a player watching it in main line. Spader's going to show his shoulder. He's going to get it shot. Chudy's going to do the same. He's going to get shot down as well, down to 48. So not a good start to this one. Chudy's trying to have the battle. He's going to jump right over the bullets of main line, so they aren't going to be able to find the opening pick. And Kinky close on Monster Pipe. That was a mistake. Full elimination over towards the B-bomb site. Faubless, your last man standing from barrels. He's getting flanked out from the A-bomb site by Davey, who has called that it's clear. They could back the bomb off and go up through connector, and they're going to do just that. Davies still searching for Fablis, who was over at B with the rest of his squad. But Team QuetzaL not starting off very strong this time around either, as it is going to go 5-0 in favor of eUnited unless an ace comes out from Fablis in a 1v5. J. Cruel around the backside of the stripper pole, looking for the action. Gets spotted in passing, but Fablis doesn't want to give up his position by pulling the trigger early. Might be able to find J. Cruel on the backstab. Nope, timing's still not there. There you go. Comes back out, gets spotted, goes down, and now we see Fablis trying to hightail it out of there. They are close on B as well, and the push from Davey is going to come around from the backside. This is inherently dangerous because Davey can not only salvage an M4, but B gets $600 for the MAC-10 kill. Look at how close to his position they are right now. Incendiary to back pallets. Nothing doing. They're going to spot him all the way up in T-spawn, and Davey's going to hightail it to try to get the M4, but I think his teammate's shooting it away from him anyway. Doesn't matter. $5-0 in favor of eUnited. Davey's still on the MAC-10. They haven't given him a reason to upgrade yet, so he's going to keep holding that. Quick peek in towards the fountain side. Good shot from J. Cole. Could double it. So flashed over there in that area, and they're going to start to aggress on this one. Secret Agent is around the corner, but Davey's going to find one. They're going to clean out Chudy as well. So already down to a 2 versus 5. So eUnited again showing poise and grace in the face of an arsenal of weaponry. On the QuetzaL side, they're just getting run over. Last two players both over towards A. AWP on Fablis and an M4 in the hands of Kinky. Fablis rotating back over towards the A-bomb site. A lot of damage being dealt onto these players attempting to save. Kinky's going to do good damage, but the re-peek is going to be his demise. Mainline's going to continuation spray and take him down, and now Fablis again left 1 versus 5. Tucked into Graffiti, misses the shot. John G's going to take him down. 6-0. Still nothing carried over for the QuetzaL side. What's going on, Sheila? Welcome back to the stream. 6-0 in favor of eUnited. Everybody pulling their weight. Mitch just hasn't been seeing anybody. He's 2-3 right now. Everybody else at 7 or 6 kills. 3 players over a 1 FPR as we come into the 7th round. We'll see how many remain over a 1 FPR after this round is done. Force buy comes out from QuetzaL. They're just disheveled, man. I don't know why they continue to buy like this. Chudy on a FAMAS. The rest of his team is on Deagles. Secret Agent with a nice shot there. There's the FAMAS coming out. So he's going to be able to find one. Kinky and Chudy going to double up. And that's going to be J. Cruel to come in on Catwalk. Mitch up nice and close. It is going to be down to a 4 versus 2. Flashbang comes out. Spader blinded up. Mitch going for the peek towards Graffiti. He's going to spot him out and take him down, so it's back into a 1-man advantage for QuetzaL. They started to rotate players out. They haven't gone too terribly aggressive behind this, and Mitch is in a good position. He'll get tagged up, and he is going to get taken down, so it's on to J. Cruel. 1 versus 3. Finds a good shot on 1. Not able to find that second shot. Good headshot onto Fablis. Looking for more. AK's picked up. Can't get the no-no out in time. And he will fall. Team QuetzaL are going to pick one up. Why am I not casting majors? Because I don't have a dedicated casting partner, and they haven't asked me. We've got 3 of the best casting pairs in all of esports in CSGO. There's no reason for them to not get the call and for them to bring in somebody who solo casts online matches. I'd like to cast a major. That would be a big goal met. I've done a stadium event now, so I'd like to do a major at one point, but I need to find a dedicated casting partner to do color analyst casting for me. Originally, I was hoping that it would be Moses, but he decided to do more analyst work and analyst desks than anything else, and he does work for ESL and stuff, so it's a little bit more difficult in my situation. United showing their hand towards the B-bomb site early on. Mitch with the bomb on his back. Mainline boosted on sandbags and one player towards Monster. Kinky's going to get the first blood. Traded immediately upon. Spader, he's going to go down as well. Mainline on point tonight. B-bomb site cracked, open for business. Chudy, slow rotation out from the long A corridor, but they are going to be executing onto B. Deep incendiaries go out, and they're going to kill their teammate. Mainline burns. Back into a 3-on-3 situation. Lots of nades coming in towards default. And another one burns. J. Cruel and Davey to clutch this round out. Chudy spotted legged, P250 in hand. Switches back to the AWP, last man standing. Secret Agent, and J. Cruel's going to finish it off. 2 kills for him on the round, 7-1, and the money reset for QuetzaL. So they're going to be back into the bargain bin once again, see if they decide to buy up into this round. The last force buy that they had did actually work for them, but there's no guarantee that that's going to happen again. Mainline going to draw first blood. Looking for second blood. He's going to get that as well. Kinky going to get aggressive over here on short B. There's a push out from Subway. J. Cole's going to hear this, but they've lost the bomb and an AWP. The only issue with that is that it's down to a 3 versus 4. And Kinky over here towards the water pit. Spotted, and Davey, nice shot. Pablos, though, forward, and T-Spawn's going to be able to find one more. Trying to throw out the incendiary grenade. He'll get the molly out in time, but he loses his life in the process, leaving Secret Agent 1v2. Pardon me, 1v3. I was discounting Mitch. Didn't see him down there at the bottom of the scoreboard. He is. Definite potential here for Secret Agent to find this pick on one player coming in towards the B-bomb site. That bomb yet to be retrieved, but now they know exactly where Secret Agent is. He could potentially make this play up towards the A-bomb site as they are starting to filter their way towards him. See where he decides to go. Aggressive to bathrooms it is. Here's one on long. Gets the tag out. Pistol out. Unable to land the shots, and John G will finish off the round. 8-1 now in favor of eUnited, and it's another romp. Aggression up towards the top side of Fountain. Secret Agent down. That's an AWP out of their hands already. AWP play towards Monster, and J. Cruel's going to punish Spader for shoulder peeking it. So again, 2 picks early on for eUnited. And still showing no signs of stopping. Mainline's going to be able to clip one more, taking Chudy out of midair. The spam comes out. Long continuation spray from Kinky. He's going to be able to net one onto J. Cruel. Smoke comes out, trying to get himself a little bit of distance from the backside of that. Oh, backside of that graffiti area. And he finally spammed down by Mitch. So it's all on Fobless, 1 versus 3. Incendiary towards Heaven. Nade comes out in return. Can't really aggress behind that. And Mitch, he just took a boatload of damage from that one, and he's going to get punished by the AWP. So a 9-1 scoreline, and QuetzaL can't get anything going. So far, they've gotten 3 rounds in the last map and a half. No pause for QuetzaL again. They're going to be back onto the pistol eco round, and eUnited again showing no signs of stopping. So the relentless assault that is the eUnited rifles continue to reign supreme. Good nade down into Subway. That's actually a smoke. I thought it was an HE, but it doesn't matter. 2 down already. One more there around the corner. That's Secret Agent. Kinky through the squeaky door is going to be able to find one. Secret Agent trying to come around to support. He's going to lose his life. Now Kinky tries his hand. He's going to make his way up the stairs at least. They're going to push around from behind this. AWP into the hands of Kinky. It is down to a 2 versus 2, and it just looks like eUnited don't give a crap. They're just running around, not really caring. Good pick on the main line, leaving Mitch high HP, but he is alone in a 1v2. It's a shot you got to hit, Kinky. He's going to go down, leaving it up to Chudy in a 1 versus 1 with only 23 HP. He's going to come around towards the monster side. Mitch has absolutely no idea. That's the only thing working in Chudy's advantage right now. Mitch going to bring it around through monster. 35 seconds, and Chudy's got a good angle here. He will take him down. So a second round on the board for QuetzaL. It was a pistol save that they won because eUnited is just running around like they don't care. Fabulous and Chudy going to open up the round this time around, so we will see the two-man advantage go in the way of the CT side. Davy's going to get burned out from thinking about aggressing down towards that bottom side of connector. Fabulous getting mowed by Janji, and eUnited going to take that A bomb site. Mainline's going to find one as well. Flank is going to come out through the bathroom side. They've got Davy on the opposing side of that, and Mainline up close and personal. He's going to go down to Kinky. Headshot from range. Janji in bathrooms. They've got a second player over there as well as Davy. Just playing a little bit of bait and switch right now. He's going to hunker down behind the flower box and wait for Kinky to give his position up, and there it is. Didn't spot him. There's one for Davy. Not able to convert it into more. That will be the defuse. So QuetzaL tying their, or exceeding their round total on cash. They're going to find 3 rounds in the opening half thus far, 9-3. eUnited still plenty of money to go for the buy, and they'll do just that. AWP in hand for J. Cruel, 4 AKs to support that. eUnited again going towards the B-bomb site. They just wasted 3 smokes to put out the incendiaries. They got to watch their barrels position. There's one. Mitch is going to be able to swing on him, but it is going to come down to J. Cruel and Janji, your last 2 alive. Nice shot from Janji. Bringing it into a 2 versus 2. J. Cruel all the way deep here towards that monster side. Janji getting aggressive. He's going to get spotted out and takes down one with him. Leaving Fabulous with the AWP in the back lines. Trying to get up close. Over towards the graffiti side. Spotted. Mollied out. He's going to continue to push forward. Fabulous with the USP. Trying to get the damage out. Does manage to find one, but it is going to come into a 1 versus 1 with J. Cruel. We know that he's been solid with the off. Dink comes out down to 9 HP, but eUnited, they skate away and they find double digits in this opening half. So a 10-3 scoreline now. 7 rounds being the difference. Money to buy. CT side, not so much. Flash out towards Fountain. That's going to resist anybody pushing around towards that front side. Getting too aggressive early on. Back onto the pistols, an M4 and a UMP. The force buy is real here for the CT side. Doesn't spot him. Main line? Alright, there you go. Finally able to figure out where Chudy was hiding. Down there, burrowed in on the bottom side of water. Bomb's going to get dropped out. Smoke comes out on short, but Mainline looking like he wants to push out in front of that. They are going to aggress. One over at barrel spotted. Spader down. J. Cruel from Monster going to find it with the AWP, and that's going to leave one in the backside of the site down in the water pit. And then Kinky trying to rotate around. Kinky's going to hit a nice shot. J. Cruel going to go in on another one, and Janji is just going to spam Kinky to death. So an 11-3 scoreline now in favor of the terrorist side of eUnited. And again, going to be very, very difficult for the recovery of QuetzaL. Force buys abound here for the CT side of QuetzaL. Spader on short with the UMP. going to push aggressively. Mainline's going to take him down, and Davey on the op. It's double op set up on the T side this time. J. Kroll trying to get out in front of that smoke. He's going to lose his life, giving over an AWP to Kinky. Pop flash comes out. Flashed up. Misses the op shot. Secret Agent, in the meantime, does manage to take down Mainline. He's going to flank around on Short Cat. Trying to find something through that smoke, but he's not going to be able to connect. One player all the way in the back lines is Davey, lurking it out. Going to be looking for Secret Agent as well. Spots him up, not able to land the shot. Drops the smoke and hopes for the best. That flash isn't going to be effective whatsoever, and the Molotov is going to come out, burns him down. Mitch is going to capitalize, and it's a 12-3 scoreline. So QuetzaL do one better in their opening CT side half than Cash. We'll see if they can win a pistol round here and maybe try to make this competitive, whereas eUnited going to sweep all of the pistol rounds moving forward. Into the second pistol round we go. Second half is upon us. 12-3, 9-round lead for eUnited. Things looking pretty solid for him so far. And we'll see if QuetzaL can do anything to answer back, because they have been flat-footed throughout the entire duration of this best of 3. 5 rounds total so far in 2 maps. Large underpass presence. Chudy looking for the heads to come around the corner. The only head that's going to get blown off is his own. Party play. Main line going to find one. They've still got Davey over here to support. They're going to swing wide on this one, and Kinky's going to be able to find the return frag. It seems like anytime that they spot danger, they just push towards it. Mitch going to get aggressive. Kinky's going to take his head off, and it's going to be back into a 2 versus 3. Bomb working its way up towards the A bomb site, and this is a good spot from Janji. He's going to hear a lot of presence coming up from Connector. For the headshots, and Spader's going to chuck and jive him. Not going to be able to find that. Now J. Kroll 1v3. We might actually see QuetzaL win a pistol round tonight. One back bank area. He's not going to check it. He's going to get shot down. So QuetzaL now with an opportunity to find a couple of rounds in a row. Let's see if they can string this together, or is eUnited going to snatch it back with a force buy? That's the big question coming forward. Not a good start. Really not a good start. Exceptionally bad start. Fabulous and Spade are going to be your last 2 alive in a 5 versus 2. Everything falling apart here for QuetzaL. Haven't been able to get much going whatsoever throughout the entire duration of this matchup. Fabulous, though, able to reply with one of his own, bringing it back into a 4 versus 3. 4 versus 2, I mean. One more spotted on long. Main line's going to pull out the Deagle and find one. Not able to duck behind the boulder in time, but the flank comes out from T-Spawn, and J. Kroll's going to be able to finish off the round. So, even though the pistol round victory is out for QuetzaL, they get wrecked going into the second half, and that is going to be eUnited back in the driver's seat here. Full buy on the board for them. Are they going to respond with a force buy of their own, Team QuetzaL? Spader does. Rest of them not so much. Spader did have a little extra ching in the bank, so he's going to pick up the Tech 9 in the head armor. Rest of them are going to be on Glocks and upgraded P250s. Damage going forward. Nade kill comes out. Looking for some more. Backstab onto Chudy. Main line somehow still alive over here. Eventually he will lose his life. There's a lineup though, and Spader's going to take 2 with him, even though he is on 10 HP. Watch the drop down. Don't kill yourself now. It is a 3 versus 2 favoring QuetzaL this time around. Fabulous going to join forces with the rest of his crew, and they are going to push towards that long A corridor. There is a player playing long. That is Davey. He only has 20 HP, so he's got to bide his time and watch for this. They're going to come out around the corners. Does manage to dodge the bullets and fall back for a time. This is where it's inherently dangerous. Oh, boy. Oh, not like this. They check the corner, but John G, 1 and 2, going to clean that up, and it's Spader versus Davey, 20 HP versus 10. Davies going to go for the long con. He's going to come back around from connector and see what he can do from here. And he will clean it up. A little awkward there for a second, but it will go 14-4 in favor of eUnited. So back to a 10-round difference right now as eUnited looking to punish, and they are doing a good job of it. We will see the force buy come out from QuetzaL. They can afford a couple of AKs here. So we'll see what they bring to the table. Mitch back onto the MP9. M4s and an AWP. Mainline doing most of the work for his squad. 23-12 for him, 18 rounds in. You've still got a couple of players sitting close to that 1 FPR. It's 16, 16, and 15. Mitch hasn't had a lot to do. Flashbang goes out over the top side. Mainline's going to take the peek. He is going to get naded up, but he's going to hunker down here behind Fountain. He's going to hear Spader go over towards Playground. Chudy, though, with the opening frag, takes the AWP out of the hands of the CT side of eUnited, and that's going to be J. Cruel on the dirt. And on Mainline, is he going to check his 6? He's going to start to push aggressive now. Does he cycle back around and check for this Spader? Looks like he is going to go back in towards Playground. This is going to be the backstab. Oh! Right off a cliff, boys. Right off a cliff. 2-man advantage now for QuetzaL. Spader down to only 10 HP, but he should be able to get himself back towards the rest of his teams. They are going to start pushing in towards this B bomb site. Mitch in a good position here. Might be able to catch a couple of players out, but no. He's going to go down. And a clean round formulating from Team QuetzaL. Able to stave off map match and series point. And Davey, the timing not on his side, falls back before the peak comes out, and he will submit the round. 14-5, it's looking like it's going to go as Team QuetzaL able to put one on the board. One exit frag on the board here for Davey. Trying to keep that economy down. He might push back in here. He was actually going to push back in there. If he was able to find the kill on Fobless, he might have been able to go in and ninja that bomb, but we'll see how things go. MX Cherry Blues, yes they are. They are MX Cherry Blues. $14-5 scoreline. Lots of molly damage going out as they push on short. 44 HP for J. Cruel and Janji. They're going to continue to get aggressive behind this. So short pipe control right now for the eUnited side. Nobody contesting it just yet. Fanning out towards Playground and Party are the QuetzaL crew. Really slow play out now. Davey with the carried over M4 is going to be anchoring that A bomb site. See if he can do any work with it moving forward, but this is going to be a very tall task to say the least. Deagle coming out from Subway. Headshot. Spader down. Man advantage going the way of eUnited. They did force buy into this, so they've got armor behind it. That's a good start. Davey taking the peek down long A. Not able to hit the op shot. Chudy down to 56. Cheeky boost towards Optimus. Bomb rotating towards long A. 3 players are over here now, so they've got to watch themselves. Look at this forward position for Mainline. It's another one banger. So the push is coming in towards this A bomb site now. Mitch, Davey, and Janji are over here, but it doesn't really much matter. They're going to be able to find a couple of picks. Mitch is going to go down in the grand scheme of things, but there's the CZ and the Deagle, and things get cleaned up. 15-5 map match and series point for eUnited, and they're looking to put this one down and put this one to bed. so that we can all have a fantastic rest of the evening. 3,000 people joining me right now. Once again, my name is Mega Man. You can find me on Twitter at MegaManTV. If you feel so inclined to throw me a follow, I much appreciate that, as I'm trying to get myself up to around 11,000 followers here soon. I'm at about 10,500, so it's a reasonable goal, I think. We'll see if things pan out. Kinky going to get aggressive on short, takes the fight with J. Cruel, and he does win it, so the man advantage goes the way of QuetzaL to start off potentially the last round of this matchup. Davey on the backside of this smoke. 3 players in Subway right now for the QuetzaL side. Flashbang towards long. Not going to spot anything out there. And look at positioning from main line. Do they know he's here, though? Kinky's spotting for this. And he will check it, and he will take him down, so well played from him. I believe they heard the push coming through towards that fountain side. Now Davey, just bunny hopping around, is going to throw his life away, and it leaves it on a 2 versus 5. See if they can clutch this one back. Kinky goes down in Subway, looking for some more. Up shot missed, AK shot not. Mitch going to be able to get the trade, but Fabless in a good position here. He will find the headshot there on a Mitch. So QuetzaL will stay alive to fight another day. 15-6, still map match and series point. We'll see how things go. Back onto the force by Mag 7, 2 Deagles, 2 Scouts. eUnited going to do the best they can into this round. Already 1 down, 2 down. Both Scouts dead over towards the fountain side. Mitch again with the Deagle, going to find the headshot on Kinky. Main line spotted in a familiar position over the top side of the stairs. He's going to swing on this one, try to find the Deagle shot. Finally, Spader's going to be able to deal with him. Down to John G and Mitch. Wide spectrum of possibilities, but it looks like they are going to creep on this B bomb site. All 4 players starting to congregate over here, 2 on short, 2 on long. They will make their way in towards this B bomb site. So this is where the execute comes in. Mitch on high with the Desert Eagle. They're both over towards A. The smokes are going to come out. And now they look to push forward and maybe salvage that gun. One scout picked up. Do they know where that rifle dropped? Yeah, it's outside of Monster, so it's going to be very difficult. Fabless is watching for the flank to come around. So it's going to be very tough for them to be able to find that. Janji watching this. This is a boost. That's where the boost is. So he's just going to watch that off angle and hope that they boost somebody up in towards heaven, but they aren't going to do that. They are just going to exit. And yeah, Monster exit is the call. Actually, good position here from Mitch. He's going to find one. Looking to find another one, but Secret Agent will finally find the head and take him down 15-7. That round seemed like it played out forever, but eventually they do manage to culminate with a round win on the QuetzaL's side. 15-7, 8 rounds difference. Back into another force buy. I think that eUnited are just going to end up force buying until they win. J. Kroll with the unsilenced, silenced USP. And the Zeus. Good spray through. Mainline doing a lot of damage. We've already gotten forward in towards that long A, or in towards that short A area, and they're going to just split the defense and push up on towards the A bomb site. Mitch in a cheeky position towards Monster, but it's not going to make much of a difference when they're losing the bomb control. Bomb planted on A, 2 versus 4. This could be the coffin nail here for the side of QuetzaL, but it is going to come down to a 3 versus 2. And remember, J. Kroll is only on a USP. Unsilenced at that. See if he can land some headies here. Trying to make his way up. Davy's going to find one. Now it's all on Secret Agent. They tag team him. That's going to be it. Do they have enough time for the defuse? Davey does have a kit. That's going to be the one. 16-7, so it's 16-2, 16-7 in favor of eUnited, and that is going to be it. So that will be our series 2-0 favor going the way of eUnited, and that's going to do it for this evening, guys. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Once again, my name is Mega Man TV. You can follow me on Twitter at Mega Man TV, and be sure to follow Starladder on TV at CSSLTV. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another doubleheader. We'll have 2 more best of 3s. It's not technically a doubleheader, but we'll have 2 more best of 3s tomorrow night. And those games are going to be... We'll have Splice versus Enigma 6 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we'll have Winter Fox versus the Miami Flamingos. And I believe we're going to try to put that on this channel, depending on how the time goes tomorrow. And then there's also eUnited versus Subtle. And then on March 1st at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Complexity versus eUnited, then Complexity versus QuetzaL, and Splice versus the Miami Flamingos. So we will be bringing you guys all those matches over the next 2 days. So be sure to tune in for that, and we'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Take care.